Hello everyone. Purpose of this video is to provide some information regarding the reading materials that are being considered at the middle school, elementary, and East early childhood. We've been reviewing materials and we're looking to make a recommendation soon to the board to have these materials for next school year and beyond. It's been over a decade since we've had new reading materials, and the teachers and administrators are pretty excited about the opportunity to have some new updated materials for a reading curriculum. The board's been working on looking at the budget in regards to the purchases, and we're going to attempt to purchase the materials without having a lot of impact on other instructional areas. Finally, I just want to reassure everybody that just because we're getting new materials doesn't mean we're going to get rid of all the really good things that we're doing in reading instruction at the elementary school, middle school, and East early childhood. What we see is these materials enhancing what we're doing and not taking away from what we're doing. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video as different people share different ideas and concepts regarding the reading curriculum. Thank you.
Our roles as strategists is to collaboratively look at data, analyze this data, and make decisions based on this data as grade levels and building teams. Our current reality, based on data both shared with the state and used in our own decision making, is that we are in need of some continuity and increased rigor. We need to make sure that no matter which teacher a student has, that they receive instruction on the same standards and critical skills while having the opportunity to practice these at their instructional level.
We have great teachers using great strategies, but with the rigor of the standards being increased and the lack of continuity, we see the need for standard-aligned, rigorous materials that would help build continuity among grade-level teams and across buildings. We are excited for the possibilities of having continuity across buildings and the collaboration it will bring.
Will these materials instill a love of books and reading in our students?
To use a quote from B.F. Skinner, we shouldn't teach great books, we should teach a love of reading. We believe this encompasses the idea we, as teachers, want to instill in our students. A love of reading comes from the passion, enthusiasm, discussion, and interactions a teacher has with his or her students.
These materials have many great selections to choose from, such as What Do You Do with a Tale Like This, Lunch Money, Sarah Plain and Tall. Our hope is that, having more quality literature, we as teachers can continue to instill the love and passion to become lifelong readers.
Will students continue to be ability grouped?
Yes, students will continue to be ability grouped. Our goal as teachers is to work at creating a learning environment in which all students receive and are exposed to the standards at their grade level. Then provide the opportunity for students to practice these standards using materials at their instructional level. In addition, we will continue to work at incorporating interventions and enrichment activities tied to the standards to those students whose data indicates it is necessary.
Our Literacy Healthy Indicators has and is continually becoming a valuable piece of data as it provides us predicted success in literacy, progress monitoring tools, and data reports. These will continue to be an integral piece of what guides our instruction as we continue to collaborate and work together to make instructional decisions that will support students' academic growth.
Will teachers still need to supplement materials?
Yes, teachers may still find it necessary to supplement materials. Students and adults alike will always have a variety of needs, skills, backgrounds, and experiences. This will not change. To say that we will find the one-size-fits-all of literacy materials is unrealistic.
We as teachers want to provide a strong foundation based on the standards to all students. We feel these materials will allow us that opportunity while providing continuity amongst grade levels and across grade levels. But as we look at our data, we realize there's going to be students who need something extra to reach them at their instructional level, which is why we will continue to utilize our great book rooms.
Will these materials be difficult to differentiate or modify to match the recommended pacing of the materials? As we begin learning about these new materials, incorporating these new materials in our literacy block, and amping up our instruction to meet the rigor of the standards, we'll be faced with many challenges. We work in a very demanding, unique, diverse, and challenging district with high expectations. These are reasons that we, as teachers, decided to work here. We want to be challenged.
Challenges and changes provide us with the opportunity to work together to learn something new and grow as professionals, which translates to more learning opportunities for our students. We are excited about the challenges and embrace the learning and collaboration that will take place. We are professional educators and lifelong learners.
How will these materials help us reach our low and high achieving students and those with language needs? These new materials will provide some much needed continuity, which will do two major things for us. It will allow our language learners and struggling students the opportunity to make connections with classroom content, skills, and strategies, which allows for more exposure and opportunities to grasp the content, skills, or strategies. We as ESL and Title support teachers look forward to being closely connected to the classrooms by having common language and stories, all while staying consistent with skills and strategies being taught at grade level.
Secondly, this continuity will allow us to be certain that all grade level standards will be taught. We now can be certain that our high achieving students will have exposure and can master the grade level standards at the rigorous demands that will be asked of them. We will be better able to plan lessons based on the skills and strategies embedded in the grade level standards, all while differentiating to meet the needs at their instructional level.
That is, how are we going to serve our early childhood students at East? As the East Early Childhood Principal, I want you to know that I endorse the work that's taken place over this past year, searching for some really great quality literacy materials to help our large, unique district find continuity across the grades. The buildings, and to increase the rigor while not lessening our expectations. We also want our parents to know that doesn't mean that we're going to change the developmentally appropriate practices taking place there. However, it's a nice, streamlined connection to what's taking place in our K-6 model as well, about how will we serve our students with special needs, students with special education services. As a special education coordinator, I want to also ensure families of Storm Lake Community School District that we're going to continue to serve their students with special education needs, and we'll, as we always have. But with the new addition of the new literacy materials, we will have clear expectations, a scope and sequence, and rigor available for each grade level, as well as what skills and strategies each grade level is going to be working on at any given time. Teachers can connect their instruction to what's happening at grade level, but still making accommodations and modifications for their students as deemed by their IEPs. We'll also continue to be flexible with our services, as these are very specific to each individual student, and they supersede any general education curricular timeframes or materials. In other words, we're going to continue to provide all of our students with the support and structures that they need to meet their individual needs.
As someone who's been in the district a number of years, I have been part of many great literacy trainings, and I've had the perspective of having taught in both the middle school and the elementary. So it is very clear to me that these curricular materials are going to allow our PK6 teachers to have a better understanding of what and where they need to go in order to reach all of our students and all of the standards. As an instructional coach in the district, it will be part of my job to use student data in collaboration with the teachers to utilize all that these curricular materials have to offer.
As the middle school principal, I also endorse the work that the elementary teachers, in collaboration with PK and middle school teachers, have done thus far. It is important to remember that we are not changing the reading curriculum or practices, but rather providing materials for teachers to better teach the rigorous standards that they are being asked to teach while keeping our district's mission, values, and beliefs at the forefront.
Since transitional kindergartens are encouraged now to follow the kindergarten Common Core, Teresa, Natalie, and I are kind of excited about the Wonders program because it actually has a transitional kindergarten component. So this means that since our students still need those unique experiences and across curriculum activities, including science and social studies, we've discovered that the Wonders program really is going to provide that for us. And the exciting thing for us is that the fact that this would be a program that would be across the grades, we actually get to start our students with a reading program that they're going to seamlessly go right into in the kindergarten classroom. So that is exciting for us, for our students, because we want something that is developmentally appropriate for them and something that provides them with the activities that is really also age appropriate for them.
If you would like to learn more about the Wonders materials, please feel free to visit our district website where you will find several documents used in the decision-making process, as well as a question and answer document where you can add your questions. And as always, if you have any questions, please be sure to contact your child's teacher, a literacy committee member, or principal. Thank you so much for your time and allowing us to partner in your child's education.